Halo, halo, selamat pagi. Selamat pagi dan Om Swastiastu, Rahajeng Purnama Karo untuk teman-teman sahabat Self Love Bali dimanapun berada. Selamat datang sekali lagi di Self Love Bali dan ini adalah Facebook page dari Bali Coaching Institute. Oleh karena itu sekali lagi senang sekali hari ini kita bisa ketemu. Hari purnama ya, hari yang hebat, hari yang energinya luar biasa. Dan tadi sengaja dimulai dengan sebuah musik yang santai, rileks dengan nuansa hijau. Dan saya pun menyesuaikan nih ada hijau di sebelah saya dan saya pakai baju hijau. Mudah-mudahan hijau ini memberikan kita kedamaian sesuai dengan topik yang kita angkat hari ini. Kita berbicara tentang inner peace. Oke, sebelum lanjut saya mau tanya dulu kabar teman-teman semua, kabar sahabat Self Love Bali. Mudah-mudahan semuanya sehat, semuanya happy dan hari ini kita akan bilingual. Jadi teman-teman bantu saya ya menerjemahkan nanti karena sahabat kita yang datang hari ini itu jauh-jauh dari Nepal. Beliau adalah sahabat saya, Sri Ram, seorang praktisi NVC atau Non-Violence Communication. Itu adalah satu keilmuan yang mengajarkan kita untuk berbicara penuh dengan kesadaran dan berbicara penuh dengan kasih sayang tanpa kekerasan. Karena sering sekali pelaku kekerasan pertama kepada diri kita itu adalah kita. Melalui self-talk kita, melalui mental chatter kita, apa yang kita katakan kepada diri kita. Jadi mudah-mudahan hari ini kita bisa banyak belajar dari Sri Ram, ya, karena memang beliau spesial sekali bergerak di NVC, Non-Violent Communication. Dan topik kita hari ini, teman-teman, kita berbicara tentang self-love inner peace. Secara spesifik, kita akan belajar cara dan teknik sederhana untuk mengatasi rasa cemas yang sering sekali muncul, terutama apalagi di saat pandemi seperti ini ya. Jadi ada kecemasan, ada ketakutan, tiba-tiba nggak jelas gitu loh perasaan kita. Misalnya, ada yang tiba-tiba takut kena COVID. Ada yang tiba-tiba parno gitu, paranoid, berlebihan ketakutannya. Kemudian ada takut yang tidak beralasan, takut masa depannya bagaimana. Atau tiba-tiba takut ditinggalkan pasangan. Atau tiba-tiba cemas sekali, takut orang kesayangannya itu mengalami sesuatu dan lain hal di masa pandemi ini. Karena tidak bisa kita pungkiri, ada banyak sekali yang tiba-tiba sahabat, kenalan, atau kerabat itu tiba-tiba nggak ada gitu. Baru 3 hari yang lalu diajak ngobrol, tiba-tiba udah kabarnya nggak ada gitu. Jadi ada banyak ketakutan, bahkan ada masalah ketakutan finansial. Apalagi di Bali ini yang pariwisatanya adalah andalan utama dan sekarang ya kita sedang berjuang semua. Dan mudah-mudahan hari ini sekali lagi kita bisa belajar bersama Sri Ram. Dan sekali lagi hari ini bilingual ya, jadi saya juga ingin menyapa teman-teman sahabat. Hello my brother and my sister, good morning. Wherever you are, welcome to Self Love Talk, welcome to Self Love Bali and Bali Coaching Institute. I hope you all are well today, and today with Sri Ram, our brother from Nepal, from NVC Nepal, let's connect and share. And our topic today is inner peace, how to deal with anxiety and befriending with Corona. So without further ado, let's welcome our kind and very loving brother, Sri Ram. Sri Ram, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you can start your
Yeah,
video.
finally I am.
Wow, finally.
Good morning, sister. Selamat pagi. Yeah.
Selamat pagi. You still remember saying selamat pagi?
Yeah, I used to say that. And I love that word. Yeah.
Good. Because you used to spend your time in Ubud, right?
Yeah.
And we will meet there.
Yeah, we met there in the Ubud, and I guess that's the opportunity. We were there for some reason together. And that's why we are here today together. And Bali has that deep connection with me and a lot of commonalities. And I am really grateful to be back again. I feel like I'm already in Bali when I'm communicating with you and our team.
Great. So welcome home. Bali is your second home.
Yeah,
It's
it's
great
true.
when you say that you feel like you are welcome at home. So it's great. That's the feeling that we need lately, especially on this pandemic. We need to feel the connection. And
Yeah.
today, thank you so much. I'm so delighted to have you here. And once again, thank you so much.
Yeah, like to share my gratitude and love to all our listeners, viewers, and especially to Bali Coaching Institute and my dear sister, my friend, you Jero. As I guess I still remember the first day we met in this Bali IIT, and since then the connection, the support, and the warmth, the love, and this deep inspiration I'm receiving from you. I'm just happy to share it back in my community and also today some of my experiences. Thank you for this space and opportunity to share.
Great, perfecto. And I already prepare myself to listen more from you because it's not so easy ya, teman-teman. Ini nggak mudah loh mengundang Sri Ram untuk hadir karena beliau ini sangat sibuk sekali. Beliau ini bekerja sama dengan komunitas, kemudian juga kampus-kampus dan sekolah di Nepal. So especially basically our brother Sri Ram. He helps lots of people finding the true inner voice and true inner peace through using NVC, because NVC have lots of technique, but a very simple technique that we can use on daily basis. So today we going to learn together. So Sri Ram, you already say hi to our community, our NVC family, as well the community of Self Love Bali and
Yeah.
Bali Coaching Institute. And please tell us about your recent activities as well about your background. So we all want to know you better and closer, so we can build the connection more and more. So please.
Yeah, that's the main intention. Connection before correction and connection to collaboration. These are the few lines I really that I keep in mind and I recite within most of the time. So I started my journey of nonviolent communication since 2009, and since then I'm sharing it in schools and communities just to create a culture of peace and non-violence. And as you have already mentioned, to know our own purpose, to know ourselves. So in most of the cases, and now in this case of pandemic, where all people are impacted, where the whole world is impacted. So we need to connect ourselves and we need to be more grounded because sometimes people are losing hope in this uncertain space. We do not know who is the next target and what will happen next, what is coming up. In this context, how we can better connect with ourselves and be more emotionally resilient in these challenging times. So that's what I do with all the expertise from you all, learning from you all, and just bringing it and sharing it in my community and the people connected with me. So that's the way, that's the work I am doing. And I do conduct this nonviolent communication practices and online courses and support the people who are willing to change themselves, are willing to do something new. So that's the inspiration for me. Even they do not know what to do, I'm there and we are there. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. Thank you for
Oh, that's
checking in.
already a big thing. Jadi teman-teman, tadi Srira mengatakan bahwa kita itu sebetulnya tidak akan pernah bisa melakukan koreksi apapun kepada diri kita maupun kepada orang lain terlebih-lebih. Apakah itu pasangan, bahkan anak. Nih untuk teman-teman yang hadir nih mungkin ada yang orang tua gitu ya, sudah punya anak, ingin sekali anaknya itu mengikuti kemauan orang tua, lebih disiplin, bangun pagi, membersihkan, membantu membersihkan rumah dan lain sebagainya. Jadi punya perasaan sopan santun dan hormat dari dalam hati kepada orang tua. Jadi tetapi orang tua tidak akan pernah bisa melakukan koreksi sebelum terjadi koneksi. Jadi kata-kata penting kita hari ini adalah koneksi. Jadi boleh dicatat teman-teman. Silakan sekali lagi boleh sharing pengalamannya. Teman-teman boleh tulis di kolom komentar, boleh bertanya, boleh sharing, boleh menyanggah jika itu berbeda dengan pengalaman teman-teman. Hari ini intinya kita ngobrol santai, relax, ambil air minum dulu karena saya juga sudah membekal. Saya tunjukin air minum saya ya. So I'm telling our audience to take their own coffee, tea, or water whatsoever, because this is gonna be amazing, amazing journey, deep inner journey. So let's start from that connection, my brother. It's not easy to build a connection, even to ourselves, especially when we feel the fear, the anxiety, the uncertainty about the future. We are now in a very deep, what to say, like deep hold of uncertainty. When this coronavirus will gone, what to do? Because the economic recession, because of the our social contact is being cut. Otherwise, the virus will be spread more and more. So how to do that connection in this not easy time, my brother?
Yeah, it's really a very interesting question, and a lot of people are curious about it. And even I was asking to myself, so now what? What can I do? Because the country is already in lockdown. And in Nepal, we have already faced 2 long lockdowns. It's not a short for 1 week or 1 month. It was around 6 months, 8 months, like this long. And more than the lockdown from government, it's more about our own health, own safety, and also the safety of our dear and near ones. So to create more connection, and a little bit of background here, as a human being, as a social animal, we used to say we are social beings. We need connection, and we cannot live in isolation. So that's the challenge. So in this context, what I have observed and what I have experienced and what I am advocating right now is to make more connection than ever, because now it's the time that we need more connection. But how? So the technology, the advanced technology that we are using right now, we can connect beyond borders, not only within Bali, not only within Ubud. We can go beyond borders to Nepal, to other countries where we have our people who will listen to us, who are there when we need support. So let's check. There are a lot of sites. It might be challenging for people who are not used to with this device, but at least sometimes we can also, it is only the physical distancing is got. It's not the social distancing. Just let's reframe it and make it a social connection and physical distance. Let's maintain that distance just to avoid the virus and connect more. Just let's share, let's take it out, because the more it stays here, the more it will continue. So we stay with it, with the thoughts, and it's like the rocking chair. It gives some pleasure for some time. Yeah, I'm just rocking over here, but it is never taking anywhere. So let's express it out. Let's take it out. So that's the way I did. In
So
the
it's
beginning,
become so important, the word of expression. I think this is the very interesting part is now we, all of us, even me, are so attached with this gadget. But sometimes I do feel, even though I connect, but still the physical distancing, it's kind of a lack of energy connection. But the thing that you mentioned is very interesting, that let's share, not just stay like a rock and frozen, and just share and let's connect. That's very interesting. Please continue, my brother. I'm sorry to interrupt you because I cannot hold it.
Completely okay. Yeah. That's what I'm recommending to our listeners, and also reminding myself. So what comes up alive in non-violent communication practice also, we often ask this question: what's alive in you right now? What's happening? And just ask with ourselves, how can we make our life more wonderful? So it's not only mine, it's yours, it's ours. So how can we all make our life more wonderful? So that's the way. And we are working on that part. So self-love taught, yeah, what you used to share. And I often feel more inspired. Yeah, taking care of ourselves. It's not being selfish. Self-care is not selfish. It's more about taking care of ourselves so that we can take care of others. Just like filling this cup. If I have this empty cup, I could not give anything to you. So first of all, I need to refill it to give to you. So if I am not connected, if I am already in my head, just fill up with thoughts and everything, how I can support my family. So let's clear it out. I may have some friends, I may have some neighbors, just express it. Maybe they are also in the challenging situation, in the same situation, because it's all, COVID has not impacted Sri Ram or Jero only. We all are impacted in a way, financially. Some people have lose their family, near ones, dear ones, and it is a challenging time. So at this time, it might be an opportunity to listen one another. It's like two cup filling one another or sharing the water between us, just making it, just emptying myself and also supporting another person to empty them. Then we can have that space and we can reach out other people's to support. So that's my practice. That's what I encouraged in my community. And right now, even we can continue it there if people are interested. And one particular example here is that we created a lot of practice sessions, practice groups in Nepal during when the pandemic started. I started these practice groups with the people that I was working with, the schools that I was working with. Then they started meeting together, if possible, even maintaining the distance. Either they make a this group call in Messenger, in WhatsApp. They see each other, even by seeing how important it is by virtual connection. Because what I have experienced and what I have observed, and also based on the facts, so it's more about when we communicate, it's a 50% of body language, how we are expressing. So we can still receive that energy. And I totally resonate with you, Zero, about the connection, the thoughts when we are together with people, the energy that we radiate and we receive. So actually, right now we are missing that part. It is still inside family. We have members. I can connect with my brother. I can hug him and meet my needs of that closeness. My partner is there. I can connect with her or at that needs met there. So maybe I am not having the same needs met by you, but I can find a different strategy. This is what, when we start discovering these things, we find ourselves very resourceful and abundance. We start seeing that abundance within us, within our family, within our team. So I guess it might be a long thing to summarize for you, for our dear listeners. Maybe you start, and then I'll continue later. Thank you.
Sure, sure. Jadi teman-teman, jadi ini menarik sekali ya. Sri Ram ini bercerita tentang bahwa betapa memang ya, sekalipun kita begitu dekat saat ini dengan gadget kita masing-masing. Karena memang hanya ini pilihan kita untuk melakukan koneksi saat ini ya. Kecuali dengan anggota keluarga kita. Tetapi ketika anggota keluarga kita juga sibuk dengan gadgetnya masing-masing, mungkin kendalanya, tantangannya ada di sini. Jadi mesti ada me time, kita connect dengan diri kita. Dan tadi Sri Ram bercerita bahwa kita ibaratkan gelas ya, sehingga gelas ini kalau dia kosong, maka kita tidak akan pernah bisa berbagi. Jika dia kosong, tidak berisi cinta kasih yang diisi pertama-tama oleh diri kita sendiri melalui self-love itu, melalui self-care itu, melalui self-listen ya. Jadi kita juga mendengarkan diri kita, mendengarkan inner voice kita. Ada komunikasi ke dalam yang kita lakukan. Dan itu yang dilakukan oleh Sri Ram. Dan tadi Sri Ram berbicara tentang level yang lebih tinggi ya. Tadi pertama ekspresi, kemudian yang kedua adalah ada kebutuhan loh. Kita semua memiliki kebutuhan. We all have our own needs. Dan itu yang perlu kita kenali. Sering sekali kita hanya kenal kepada emosinya, kepada sesuatu yang ingin kita ekspresikan, kepada feelingnya. Tapi kita lupa bahwa di bawah feeling itu ada needs, ada kebutuhan. Dan sekarang kita akan masuk lebih dalam. Tapi sebelum itu sabar dulu. Saya mau tunggu dulu pertanyaannya. Nggak asik nih kalau dari kita aja. Saya mesti ada koneksi dengan teman-teman semua yang nonton, yang hadir saat ini. Terima kasih sudah hadir. Ini adalah hadiah untuk dirinya sendiri. Dan yuk langsung tulis pertanyaan, langsung tulis komentar. Atau boleh loh berkenalan satu sama lain. Siapa tahu di sini kita terdiri, ini yang hadir di sini ada Cahyani ya, dari ada Cahyani mungkin dari salah satu organisasi. Nah, terima kasih Cahyani, selamat datang, selamat bergabung. Ayo, makanya tadi saya sebutkan let's connect and share. Yuk kita berkoneksi, yuk kita terhubung, yuk dan yuk kita berbagi. Ini saling menguatkan kita. Yuk untuk itu sekali lagi ditunggu nih kalau ada pertanyaan, kalau ada apa sudah ditunggu. Sebentar lagi Sri Ram akan sharing buat kita semua ya. Kita sama-sama belajar. Saya seneng banget hari ini. Mudah-mudahan semuanya sehat dan happy. Kita lanjutkan, kita dengarkan Sri Ram. Sri Ram, I'm sorry it was a bit long because I cannot hold myself. When you say about a feeling, about expression, about the needs underneath the feeling itself. So it is a huge to me because nowadays it's not easy to each of us to really get the clarity. What is my need? What is my true and my deepest need actually? I feel lonely. For example, I feel lonely. So what is the needs that need to be met through this feeling? So please give us the enlightenment because I'm so ready today. Thank you so much. So please continue.
Yeah, it's really challenging sometimes just to identify and connect. And even when we are filled up in our head with thoughts and about the fear, the worry around our safety and the safety of our dear ones, about our future. So that's what we are bringing little bit changes here with non-violent communication. So it's not about we need to practice it, but it's an awareness that it gives us it brings our focus on present, right now. How am I, rather than how I was yesterday or how I will be tomorrow? Because most of the people, they're either living in the past or in the future or worrying for the future. So it's more about bringing our attention here and now. So I am feeling lonely. Let's take it inside. So how is that loneliness within me? Yeah, I feel not ease, but sometimes people might feel ease when they are lonely or when they are alone. But here, just to connect, it's up to you. It doesn't mean that, okay, Sriram was sharing, it feels really not comfortable. It might feel comfortable. So let's not focus on the words, just on the process. So I feel lonely. Yeah, what I am missing right now, I'm missing the connection, or the care, the support, might be the fun that I used to have with people around me, traveling and all these things. Yeah, again, I'm trying to connect. When I am clear about that needs, so needs, let's not confuse it with abstract words or something. So it's more about what is precious for me. So actually, even if I am frustrated right now, even if I am scared right now with the pandemic, if I am uh, irritated, or if I feel sad with the continuous lockdown, I could not go out, meet my friends. So what are my needs? What I am longing for? What I am seeking for? Yeah. What are not there? What I want? We can also see in the way of what we want right now, if it becomes easy for you to connect with. So let's not go on the words, just go with the process. So what is important for me? Hmm. And now, when we get that point, when we focus and we shift our attention from this thoughts process into what is my deepest need or what is missing right now, then I can look up some strategies. So that's why we need team sometimes. So sometimes, often during this pandemic, when I'm already full of head with fear, worry, and then a little bit of more worry, anxiety, and uncertainty, all these things coming up together. And then we could not figure out what to do, what I actually want. People are getting more angry, irritated in little things. People fighting within the family because they are so frustrated, they could not share it out. It's all inside. And all the frustration with the government, with the people, with the community, or with the people who are already infected, the fear of getting infected. These all things is there. And then that comes up whenever there is the loose point, then it start to come out. So the anger, frustration, all these things comes out right now at this time within our family members because we are not going out. Before we used to go out and share with our friends or other people. We used to shout on them sometimes. But now,
Exactly. This one is so interesting. I have to underline, I have to put the highlights on this because it happens, Sriram. I believe it's happened in Nepal, especially in Bali, and even in my house. I fortunately I live with my mom, so it's so easy and it's become beneficial for me to can connect with her very deep, but there are lots of people who are living alone. uh, di Bali itu disebutnya ngekos. In Bali we call it ngekos. They live in a very small flat or studio, only one room with the bathroom, and only the neighbors. Sometimes they don't know each other, so it's not easy to build a connection. So we can say that they feel empty, and with this empty cup, they try to figure out, but it's not easy. It's not clear to find the need. Maybe the need basically is the connection, and maybe the love or something else. But then they come out to the road, to the main road, and they get what? Maybe somebody shouting to him or her, and then get irritated as easily. That's happen. That's happen, and it's easy to happen nowadays. Jadi tadi teman-teman saya bercerita tentang bahwa misalnya gini, kalau saya kebetulan tinggal sama ibu, jadi ada kebutuhan batin kita bisa kita penuhi bersama ibu. Nah, ada beberapa teman yang saat ini masih tinggal ngekos sendirian. Memang punya tetangga, tetapi tetangganya itu tidak saling kenal. Kenal pun hanya say hi, gitu, hanya hahaha, tidak bisa berkomunikasi deep mendalam. Jadi ada banyak hal tidak terpenuhilah kebutuhan batin itu sehingga merasa kosong, merasa empty. Nah, seseorang yang merasa kosong, merasa empty, merasa tidak terhubung dengan dunia, dia akan merasa kesepian itu mudah sekali. Mudah sekali merasa kesepian. Walaupun punya banyak teman. Catat ya, walaupun punya banyak teman, tetapi sering seseorang merasa kesepian. Karena apa? Karena kita belum menemukan our true, our deep needs. kita belum clear akan hal itu. Jadi Sriram tadi bercerita betapa pentingnya kita untuk menemukan clarity. Apa sih kebutuhan kita? Kita tidak bertanya, kemarin itu aku begitu kenapa ya? Atau di masa depan kalau kejadiannya misalnya pariwisata terus begini, perusahaanku diapakan ya? Terus bayar cicilan pakai apa ya? Berarti kita hidup di masa depan atau di masa lalu. Nah, yang di NVC ajarkan itu teknik sederhana adalah be present. Observe diri kita. Benar-benar observe tubuh kita, apa yang kita rasakan. Oh, dadaku berdebar, jantungku deg-degan. Kenapa ya? Apa yang sedang aku butuhkan, apa yang sedang aku rasakan. Jadi basically itu bisa kita lakukan sendiri di rumah. Dan misalnya ada teman-teman yang marah-marah gitu ya, aku kok jadi pemarah ya sejak pandemi ini, bawaannya mau makan orang aja gitu. Pokoknya senggol bacok aja gitu. Jadi kita bisa bertanya itu, kenapa? Kenapa itu terjadi? Sejak kapan itu terjadi? Ada kebutuhan apa yang barangkali diminta oleh diri kita yang belum kita kenali. So, once again, Sriram, it's
Yeah.
still about the inner connection to find the clarity of our needs and how to prevent ourselves to be what to be more mindful, to use more self-love rather than self-hate or self-protest or self-criticism, which is nowadays it's very easy for mostly all of us. So please continue.
Yeah, it's a very interesting part. And then while making this self-connection and while naming the needs, the way we are brought, the way our upbringing, and sometimes we often feel scared to speak up what we really need. So sometimes it sounds like, okay, it's a selfish person. He's a selfish. She's a selfish. She's needy, dependent, or something. These words are coming up. So what I ask or what I would like to request you to find your needs, because it might not be easy as I am sharing here. So sometimes even we ask what I want right now or what is missing in my life. Yeah, actually I might think that, okay, I need a green shot like a zero. So that looks beautiful. I need that thing. Then again, I ask, it's only me needing it, or it's only me wanting it, or people? Is it other people's also? They like it, they want it. At any moment, it might not be right now, but in the different layers of time, maybe tomorrow or in other space. So just to make you clear here is that, so we need food. We all need food. I guess if we ask another person, do you need food? Yeah, they will agree with it. So these needs are, for me, it's like more common, universe. It's not only Sriram needs it. Jero will also need it. We all need it. Safety, for example, love, kindness, connection. So these little things that makes our life more wonderful. So these things, if we ask, so once we are clear about it, so what actually am I needing right now? Because not yesterday, it might be different yesterday. A moment ago, it might be different. I need a cup of water. I was thirsty, and then now I do not need it anymore. So let's not attach to it these things. So what am I needing right now? Maybe safety from this pandemic, to be safe from COVID infection, more connection, or something collaboration, maybe listening to be heard, because I haven't spoken a lot. There's a lot of things within me going on. I just want to express it. Once I am clear about it, I can find a way. So it's all about these strategies, how to meet these needs. So I may ask my neighbor here, okay, I'm really feeling frustrated. I'm worried. Do you have some time to talk? No, I'm busy. I'm also scared. then I'll not give up. I'll go with Jero. Okay, hi dear sister, are you ready? Are you willing to listen? So it's not about this particular person have to meet my needs. We have a lot of resources, a lot of uh, strategies to meet those needs. But the only process is to get clear what we need. I might need listening. I might need a little bit of more love. I've been missing it since a long time. Nobody loves me. It might come up within myself because nobody respects me. We have our own definition of love. And sometimes we misinterpret and express. So let's connect with it and just express. And let's increase the love we are giving to ourselves. Often we compare with others and we start blaming us. So in self-connection, I request you, no one is you, and that is your superpower. So let's not compare with others. Just a small example, the sun, the moon, beautiful things. They have their own time of shining. If we compare these two, then we may have, the sun might feel very sad. Okay, in night time I'm dark, I could not assign the old. And the moon might feel sad when she starts seeing, okay, daytime, I'm just like a shadow. People do not appreciate, or something like that. So we have our own time and we have our own talents. So just connect, just look inside rather than seeing Sri Ram, a Zero. I could not speak like this. At least I can listen. I can communicate. I can share this message. So what I am good at, not what I am not good at. So I guess this is the basic step to connect with ourselves. Let's appreciate ourselves, because people are busy appreciating others. We all are longing for that. And here we all are looking, okay, what next? What next? So what is already there? Let's appreciate what we already have. So that's the basic point for now. And I'll keep adding few of my own experiences and how life has been easy for me. Thank you.
Wow, it's getting deeper and deeper. It's been a while, my brother. We are not sharing like this. Yeah, it's been a while. So I'm so, what to say? What's life in me at the moment? I feel so blessed. Ya, jadi teman-teman ayo kita berlatih yuk. Jadi ada beberapa teman-teman kan yang sudah nanya, ya selama ini self love itu apa sih gitu loh. Self love itu benda jatuh dari langit atau apa sih? Self love itu dihipnotis atau self love itu apa sih? Kenapa rata-rata yang ikut self love itu pada nangis, pada heboh nggak karuan gitu, atau ada yang bahkan membatu gitu loh, nggak keluar ekspresi sama sekali, kayak kesemutan gitu, nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain. Nah itu adalah numbness, dalam ilmu psikologi itu adalah numbness, di mana kita udah nggak bisa ngerasain emosi kita lagi, karena udah terlalu lama kita mengignore emosi kita, terlalu lama kita deny, terlalu lama kita menolak. Lagi ngerasa sedih, kebutuhan kesedihan itu kita nggak tahu apa, tapi aku nggak mau dong kelihatan sedih. Aku harus tetap ceria dong di teman-temanku, apalagi gitu. Aku harus tetap kelihatan fun, haha, hehe, apa segala macam. Bahkan aku harus tetap tampil jadi yang menghibur. Ada misalnya contoh yang seperti ini, atau teman-teman punya sahabatnya yang seperti ini, atau bahkan kita yang diam-diam mengalami. Hari ini, yuk kita berikan sedikit aja waktu buat diri kita untuk jujur, to be honest. To be honest on what's alive in you. Sri Ram, if possible, is it possible to bring all of us? Because, but before we come up to that part, I would like to say hi to our friends here on the live chat. So please say hi. Sri Ram, you can come to the page of Bali Coaching Institute Facebook as well. You can see some question over there. Jadi selamat pagi, selamat datang buat Mbok Cok, Sawitri, idola saya. Beliau adalah co-founder dari Bali Coaching Institute. Terima kasih sudah hadir ya. Jadi walaupun sedang rekaman ternyata sempat untuk menyaksikan live ini. Kemudian ada Dini, ada Raisa Andini, kesayangan. Dia bertanya nih. Okay, so you got a question already. Do you find the question? So I don't have to read it anymore. Yeah, but I would like to say hi first, and then we jump into the question. Halo Dini, sayang, sudah sarapan? Jadi jangan lupa sarapan, saya aja bawa air minum tuh. Terus ada Sonia, ada Mbak Sonia. Selamat datang, selamat pagi, salam sehat ya untuk kita semua. Nah, yang komen sih baru itu aja. Kemudian yang nonton supaya bisa saya sapa satu-satu. Dan di sini live bersama kita ada My Dear Cahyani dari Cibubur ya, kalau tidak salah. Boleh bertanya langsung. Cahyani boleh masuk ke Facebook page Bali Coaching Institute agar pertanyaannya juga bisa nanti terkoneksi. Kita sedang membangun koneksi ya, perasaan koneksi, terhubung gitu. Yang mendalam boleh nanti bertanya di situ. Selamat datang, selamat bergabung, dan pertanyaannya kita tunggu di situ ya. So Sri Ram, more excited in me, yeah. What's live in me now is I feel more excited. I feel so blessed. I feel so rich, and I feel that we are so blessed to meet in this lifetime and to facing this pandemic together. Even I feel so blessed. At least me myself, I feel I've learned a lot from this pandemic. Maybe this pandemic is just like compressing the time, just make the lesson compact to everyone. Nowadays is the very right moment to really learn about our true self. Who am I? What's the life in me? What do I want in life? What's my dream? Is it my own dream, or is it a dream of my parents, or a dream of the society, the community where I live? So it is a moment of truth. That's what lives in me. So please, Sri Ram, bring it out. And let's do exercise, and please address the questions that already mentioned on the Facebook Live. So I think they are all waiting for you.
Yes, thank you for having this presence, and we took little time to address this one. So Raisa and then she has shared some questions here about in this digital era, we can express our expression with kinds of emojis. Is that healthy to our psychology, even though what we feel so much bad? I'm not justifying here what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. Sorry for that. So what I believe truly is out of this right doing and wrong doing, there is a field, and we can exercise, we can play in that field, or we can see with that lens also. So it's a beautiful quote from Rumi, and then sometimes it's a gentle reminder for myself when I start making these distinctions. So actually, we are talking about expressing what we have, how we are feeling. So even with emoji, let's take an example. We just press and when we feel that, okay, it's like fun, it's laughter, we use that smiley. We don't understand that crying emoji. So it's somehow we are sharing that I am feeling this. So it's the different way of expression. So even these little things, what we are sharing, what we are talking right now, we're doing it. It's not that we are not doing it. We are already doing it. So it's like we are doing it more consciously. So with this session, with this exercise, we are just trying to connect. We know we are experiencing these feelings each and every moment. Now we are trying to be more aware. So how am I feeling? And what it is showing me, either something made everything well or something missing in my life. So how I can go in that process. So even we can do a small exercise on this part also. Let's just take sit in a comfortable place. It might be challenging if we are not in the comfortable place, but let's not worry. Let's make it easy. Sometimes it's easy to do meditation when I'm standing. It might feels like some people might feel confused or seems like, does it happen? But I do. I in the middle of the street or in the middle of the banks, sometimes in Nepal, we do have these long lines, and I just start meditating there, connected with myself. So every moment I do have the choices, either to cry over other people or just to connect with myself and enjoy the moment. So I can say, okay, this government is bad. They cannot make strict rules. I can do that. And I did not get anything. Just I am expressing it in a way it might give me little comfort. The another way is I just take some moment. Okay, I know. The first thing I guess is more about acceptance. So what it is, and as Zero has already mentioned, this pandemic has taught us this thing because nothing is permanent. We are in a race like competition. We have to get this. We have to go to the office. If not, it will not happen. I have to do this. But suddenly everything is stopped. But life is on. So it might, if we see that way, what changes we are experiencing, it might give more hope. Things will happen. Things will go in the long run. Even it might be different, little bit different than we expected, but it will continue. That's the nature. And it's somehow I see a lot of commonalities in the this natural part, in the things around us and things within us. We can relate it. So let's take a comfortable place and then just stretch yourselves or whatever you feel comfortable. You can do it and just take some few deep breath. A lot of this pros benefits of taking deep breath. So it might be boring by listening this long conversation. So we are sending some oxygen to our brain. Again, it's a benefit. So it is so relaxing just to connect with ourselves, to see where we are at this moment. So some deep breath. Just try to observe in your body what's happening, in which part, anything tensed or relaxing. You can just make some movement from head to toe, slowly, taking deep breath, just moving your attention from head, coming down to different parts of the body, going towards the leg, the tip of the toe. Again, taking deep breaths. You can just move around. You see, how is it for me, this pandemic? Let's take it because it's so alive in all of us. Just try to connect. Just see what happened in the last 2 years. Because I guess since 2020, it has started in 2019, end of 2019, it started in China. Then slowly, 2020, 2021, we're still in the midst of this COVID. And we do not know how long it will be with us. We have a long journey to go together with it. So what are the steps? What can I do? Am I satisfied with the last, with the things that I did in the last 1.5 years? Yeah. Take some deep breath. Are there any things that I can do differently? If yes, what are the things that I would like to do? What support do I need? When do I like to start it? Are there any challenges that I have experienced or that might come in between? Anything that might hinder my growth? If it happens, whom can I ask for support? You can take 1 more minute just to connect with the process. Yeah, and slowly come up here. You can rub your hands and just slowly open your eyes, look around. Thank you for participating in the exercise. So yeah, please. I'd love to hear from you, and then I'll continue.
Yay! So Sriram, it is a privilege for me when you lead the meditation, because usually I do for others and now I receive it from you. It's a huge privilege. It's more than blessing. It raising the level of my gratitude. And I got some new inspiration while I'm doing it. I got some new inspiration. How will I contribute more through what I'm doing now with the team of Self Love Bali and Bali Coaching Institute? And you brought that inspiration. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone, whoever you have found your own needs. Jadi rahasia dalam meditasi itu indah sekali. Saya yakin udah banyak teman yang melakukan ya. Tetapi penemuan dalam setiap orang. Sekalipun tadi Sri Ram yang meliding kita sama-sama, seolah-olah kita seperti berjalan dalam satu rel yang sama, tetapi apa yang kita temukan pasti berbeda. Itulah rahasia dari kekuatan subconscious mind. Itulah rahasia dari kekuatan pikiran bawah sadar kita. Bahwa dialah yang tahu sebetul-betulnya apa kebutuhan terdalam kita. Apa keinginan terdalam kita yang selama ini mungkin kita tolak-tolak. Kita deny, kita ignore, kita anggap itu enggak terlalu penting. Apalagi buat kita yang sekali dua kali melakukan self-criticism. Nah, jadi tadi Sri Ram menyebutkan bahwa barangkali kita butuh untuk didengar. Barangkali kebutuhan kita sederhana banget. Aku butuh didengar. Aku butuh untuk dirasakan. Mungkin bahkan ada beberapa tadi ada Sonia yang sharing, Sonia on the Facebook Live, she shared in bahasa Indonesia, she shared that she just lost her father. So it's not easy to face the loss of our near and dear one. I experienced it when I was 10 years old. So it was a traumatic of loss. It was happened to me. And then I was what to say, it's not easy for me whenever we come to the topic of loss. But then I I embark on this journey of healing, on this journey of self-love, self-connection. And then I feel lighter and lighter and lighter. Because the one that you mentioned, Sri Ram, it's very valuable, the self-connection. The self-connection is bring us true power that we can use for whatever the need we have within us. We can find the solution how to make our needs met. So I think
Yeah.
thank you so much for the exercise, very simple, and you have asked a very key question. Jadi ada beberapa pertanyaan penting sebetulnya yang tadi disisipkan oleh Sri Ram. Itu adalah teknik yang powerful sekali, sekalipun kelihatannya sederhana, teman-teman. Jadi Sri Ram sampai kepada teknik sederhana itu pasti bukan perjalanan sehari dua hari, tapi itu perjalanan setahun-tahun. Sri Ram just compact his knowledge, his experience into that simple practical meditation. And he mentioned some key of question. What the needs I support? To whom I can ask that support?
Yeah.
Lots. So please notice on that. Dan kita beruntung sekali hari ini. We are so blessed to have you, Sri Ram. So please continue the sharing. We are on this beautiful energy. I would like to share it even broader, and hopefully it will help the universe, because
Yeah.
nowadays the energy is lots of fear everywhere in every country. Hopefully this little meeting, little connection will bring more love and joyful to the universe. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for this space and listening. Yeah. And for our listeners, I just would like to remind you that okay, I will try to address all your questions and the queries, and I'm super grateful for all the love and gratitude that you are sharing here, and it gives lots of encouragement and to speak more. And so sometimes in the context of speaking also, sometimes I meet people, why you don't speak, this child doesn't speak, and I say, yeah, does he never speaks, or he doesn't speak with you and the people around you? So they say he speaks with his friends but not with us. So it's something like when we find the right people or the right listeners or the people, when we have that connection, then it's not about we know to speak or we doesn't know. Words comes automatically. So it's coming from the deep inside. So it's more about the connection. So once we create that connection, once we are connected, then once the listeners, speakers, whoever we are, then we do not need words. And again, I'd like to come back in that topic. So how important is the words and the language in our communication? Slowly, I'll try to connect with that part also. And Raisa, you have a lot of questions here. I really appreciate your curiosity and your openness. And yeah, with psychology, expressing is good. I still insist on that part. The more you express, the more you are relieved. You can have more ideas, space for ideas. You can think creatively, but you still keep all the memories. You do not express it. What people will think? Maybe they will make fun of me. Then you still hold it and it gives pain. It is like a baggage. We are carrying a bag full of all the things, whatever we find next to us. We put it inside the bag. We just carry with all our energy. We try to move ahead. But with all those memories, all those things, it becomes so heavy that we cannot work even. And now, once you take it, okay, do I need it? No, throw away. Another one. Do I need it? No, out. Then with the small bag, you can just run in your life. So that's what we, with the psychology also, we say, let's express it. Okay, that's what I was focusing on. And the another question is one dear friend. I did not see, I just forgot the name. Yeah, it was a very interesting question. And about sorry if I pronounce the name wrong. Kaini Lahe or something. Jero, if I would like you to support me with the names.
Yes, sure.
So what we do always enjoy, happy and enjoy the method or technique. Yes, that's what we are talking about today. So how to remain peaceful and joyful even in the challenging times. How we can befriend it. Because we say, okay, pandemic, then we will run away. These are the few responses naturally that our mind delivers. And with this neuroscience, I used to deliver some sessions also. So the automatic responses that we start to give is these 3F. We used to say this fight, flight, and freeze responses. In the initial days, when the pandemic was on, when COVID was there was only one case in Nepal. We were freezing inside our home. One case in Nepal, but we all were freezing. We think, okay, if we survive, then we'll go out. If COVID passes away, then we'll go out. That was the case. We could not do anything. We were so scared that we could not think. Now what will the world will be over? That was the thinking. And slowly, few more cases, lockdown, all these things. And then we see, okay, what can we do now? Slowly, we took some time. We connect with ourselves. So it doesn't work. It will not taking us anywhere. If we stay like this, we need to do something. So what can we do? When I started, the first month I did not did anything. Second month I started live sessions, lot of sessions. In the between 1 month with this during the pandemic, I was delivering these online Zoom sessions with different youth groups, women groups, different government bodies. So that was what I started. So it's like we are fighting against it. So now with all the measures, how we can go against it, not like freezing away or not like running away from the situation. We are facing it. So in fear also, sometimes I interpret this as two different words. One is forget everything and run. Sometimes we do that. Yeah, we forget everything. Okay, whatever, if we survive, then we'll come back again. And another way, another perspective is that face everything and rise slowly. It might be slow, but we can. If we persist and if we keep continuing, then we can do it. Just like now, I am a COVID survivor. I guess Zero has missed sharing about it. I'll share more about my own experiences later on, how I survived and what tips do I have based on my experiences. I'll come up with that part also. And so the happy and peaceful part, I just like to connect with that question again. Is it possible? Many people ask me. Yes, it's possible. It's not because it will be possible for everyone, but for me, it is possible to remain happy and calm, even in challenging situations. So how? It's more about the self-connection. Because if I want some things in some way, definite way, it might not happen. Because if I want Zero to compliment me or appreciate me in a definite way, then it might not happen. But if I just want this space, connection, just a space to contribute. So there are no needs attached, there are no expectation attached. So I'm free. Even whatever she gives is extra for me. So I'm happy with whatever she gives or whatever she says. If I say, okay, Jero will say, thank you. I'm touched, feeling very blessed. Then I feel grateful. No, even she doesn't say anything. I did my part best, in the best way I can. So it's all whatever comes from outside, it's extra. It supports me, it motivates me, but I'm not dependent on that. So slowly I'm releasing this external motivation part, slowly coming inside. And all my tasks, whatever I do, whatever I say, it just comes from within. I'm trying to meet my some beautiful needs. And if these needs are met, I'm very happy. I celebrate it. I guess for all of us, it is the same way. And if it doesn't happen, I know I have these experiences. Like with the COVID pandemic, we have already the experience of 1.5 years. We all are experienced now. So if we see that way, I still remember one quote from John Dewey. All people have experiences, but few people learn from the experiences. So we all have the same experiences. But at this moment, very few people learn from those experiences and they are moving far away very soon because they already know what doesn't work, what we need to be aware about during this pandemic also. So let's see that part. So experiences. Sometimes these needs are not met easily. Sometimes these needs are not met from zero. So where? I'll go to another person, maybe XYZ, or Raina, who was here, or Kadik, or Sonia. I'll ask to her. Because I have these different strategies, these different people. So this is not the only place I am receiving all these things. Okay, these are a lot of places, a lot of people around me. I have a lot of connections. So I may turn my head around. And in Nepal, we usually say that ask. Because if you get it, it's already something extra because you are receiving something. And if you even don't get it, you know that it doesn't work from there. Then you can, next time you can save the time and you can move to another part where you can get it. You have that learning. And another context is that sometimes I was mentioning about the line. One old person was sharing that, okay, you are sharing a beautiful line, and I used to share with my groups also. If we don't ask, then it might create a lot of confusion, challenges. Sometimes people are standing completely in a completely different line. It might happen in our life also, in our life's journey also. We do not know. I follow Jero, and I am sitting in a different line because I like her, but I do not know what is there in front. What is it about? Am I really interested in self-love, healing, compassion, all these things? Or I'm interested in some other things? So that old man asked me, he shared me that, okay, let's ask him. Asking doesn't make you small, doesn't make you inferior, but it gives clarity. So he just went to the counter, he asked, what is this line about? And then he came into the line and sat at the back. So he's already clear where he is sitting. Sometimes we do not know that. So these little things, these are my own personal experiences. So I do not say it works very well, but based on the experiences and based on the observations with a lot of people working with me, I'm sharing it here. So I would love to hear how it is for you. And please, you can write it in the message also. Yeah.
Lovely. Jadi teman-teman, kita masih masih merasakan koneksi yang indah ini ya, karena satu sisi sebetulnya teknologi itu sangat membantu kita. Jadi kalau tidak ada teknologi, tidak ada pandemi, belum tentu juga kita bertemu dengan Sri Ram hari ini. Dan Sri Ram juga akan berbagi sebentar lagi bagaimana caranya Sri Ram melewati masa pandemi. Kita tidak bisa membayangkan Nepal ya, karena kita untuk membayangkan tempat kita yang ada di mana kita tinggal saat ini pun tidak bisa karena kita jarang keluar ya, tidak berinteraksi. Walaupun hanya kita melihat dari media itu interaksi yang terbatas sekali. Yang mau saya sampaikan bahwa kita semua memiliki challenges, tantangan, hambatan, rintangan, problema, apapun kita menyebutnya. Yang Sri Ram tadi sampaikan adalah penting sekali untuk memenuhi apa yang menjadi kesungguhan kita gitu loh. Dan Sri Ram juga mengatakan penting sekali untuk menemukan clarity apa yang kita mau dan apa kebutuhan kita sesungguhnya. Di samping itu penting sekali untuk menancapkan motivasi kita itu ke dalam. Jadi berakar ke dalam. Untuk Cahyani yang tadi bertanya, jadi dari Sri Ram sudah menjelaskan bahwa let's do our best part. Jadi kita lakukan bagian kita dengan cara yang terbaik yang bisa kita lakukan. Lalu apapun feedback dari luar itu hanya penyemangat, hanya support. Tetapi support utama kita temukan dari dalam. Termasuk support untuk being joyful, ya, untuk menjadi joyful, untuk menjadi happy, untuk menjadi ringan. Nah, ini memang mudah dikatakan dan mudah juga untuk dilakukan ketika kita sering-sering melakukan self connection. Ini kebetulan Cahyani ada di Zoom juga ya. Jadi kalau Cahyani masih di sini dan mau menyalakan video, mau berinteraksi lagi dengan Sri Ram, boleh loh. Jadi silakan. Kemudian teman-teman yang saat ini live dan ingin gabung ke Zoom juga boleh nanti request, nanti dikirimkan link Zoom-nya. Jadi kita bisa interaktif juga. Karena masih ada waktu dan kita akan bisa masuk lebih dalam lagi ke kasus demi kasus. So basically Cahyani also asking about the feeling of bored. She mentioned that on this working from home era, it's not easy to maintain ourselves to be stay up with the energy, with the excitement. Sometimes it's just so bored. And on that case, how to deal with the boring itself. And sometimes the boring trigger us into the overthinking. And then the overthinking rolling, and then we got into the anxiety and so on. So we are being dragged into that part that we don't want to. So how to deal with that, Sri Ram?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. And then I guess it's really important. So the first thing is I just want to make a clear distinction between these two different part of emotions. So one is the sadness, even with the boring also, bored feeling, sadness, confusion. These are all things, this comes up and it's within us. We all have experienced it. And somehow, if we do not express it, so boring, it goes to frustration. We are frustrated with the work that we do. And slowly, we are repeatedly doing this and we do not see other ideas. Then we might end up in depression. So I've seen a lot of cases and I'm working with these people also. So it might be, it's really fantastic and really supportive for me to listen that you share it, you express it, and you acknowledge that part, that you feel bored with this task. So you already are in awareness. Yes, I am bored. And here many people, they say or they resist that. Okay, I'm not bored. I'm not feeling sad. I'm always happy. They try to resist. So the first thing is, let's acknowledge it. What's happening? It's true because our body never lies. The sensation, they do not lie. I feel bored. I feel tired. It happens. And the another part is sometimes we are so angry. The emotions, some are very strong emotions, like we just express it. And even somehow we are relating to the psychology part also there by Raina, the question. So how important is it to express? Because often you might have experience, I have those experience, that once we express something, I'm very angry, I express it, and then later I start to realize, oh, I could have done it different. oh shit, what I did. We start to ask. So we take it out. Then we have that space to think. Sometimes we are so filled that we could not have that space and we do not know what to do. So we need to express it. Yes, I feel bored. So why? Why am I feeling bored? I am feeling bored because I could not go out of my house. I am doing the same things again and again. Let's express it. And again, so what can I do differently? Or what might add value? What might support me at this time with all the pandemic on, with the fear of getting contaminated outside? What can I add? Maybe a little bit, maybe a little change, not the whole change, because sometimes I may recommend, okay, you change your job or you do something different, but whether is it possible to do that? So that's the question we need to ask ourselves. So with the non-violent communication perspective, with the practice I am doing, so it's all about making your work a play. So it doesn't seem like you are doing a work. So right now, we are already on for an hour, but it feels like we're not tired. We are just excited. Now it's all coming up alive. So more to go, more to go. So make it like this. Whether is it possible? Sometimes people say me, you are lucky. You are doing the job, you are doing the work that you really enjoy doing. Let's make that within ourselves. Maybe in our family, some other members, they're more interested in this task. Sometimes in Nepal, I see, and I see a lot of commonalities there in Ubud also. So some are there social roles or the gender roles. Okay, this need to be done by male. This need to be done by female. Sometimes we associate it with that part. And he need to do this, she need to do this. Sometimes we do not enjoy doing it, but we are doing it because of that associated roles. So let's make it clear. Just connect. So what do I enjoy? If I do not enjoy doing this, so I can find another person. That's why we need society. We cannot live in isolation. Now again, why can't we see here? Again, I start asking questions with people. So if you are talking about society, we are talking about society, about connection. So if I do not prefer cooking food, and Jero loves cooking food, and I can ask Jero, would you please cook food? And I love talking to people. And I started supporting in this way. I might find another ways. Or how can I communicate with people? I can communicate. I can give some sharings, tips, and people might feel very happy and contribute. There might be different strategies. And my parents were asking me to, I was doing a teacher's job. That was my task. And I was enjoying because I was contributing to students. But I have the need of traveling, connecting with different people and contributing, sharing this knowledge wider. So I think, what can I do differently? I know how to teach. I can share. I can speak. So what might be the next strategy? Okay, I'll go in communities. I'll share. Okay, this is the thing I have. Are you interested? There were several no's coming up. I did not give up. I just keep going with community. Slowly, I started in few communities, in few other communities, and all my friends, all my families, they were sharing me that he's getting mad. He's living a good job, well-paid government job, and now moving in the communities. Now they are sharing that, okay, yes, that's the thing we need to do. They were making fun of me in 2014 when I left my job and when I was in community. Now they are in my practice groups. They're with me together. And I say in front of them, that's the thing. Now they're enjoying what I'm doing. It might not happen, but let's dare to do it. What we really enjoy doing. So that it doesn't feel like, okay, I'm doing something. Or it's a work. It's a play. Yes, I'm doing this. We can say, let's find that thing. What we can say proudly. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm sharing nonviolent communities, contributing to the communities, creating a culture of peace, and helping youth and these dear students to find their purpose. Why are they here? I feel, even whatever the listeners feel, but I feel a joy in sharing it. And that's what keeps me alive in each and every moment. So that's just my part. I'd love to hear. I mean, please, I would like my listeners to share what's alive in you. Let's be true, not nice. Seram is from Nepal, he's our guest. So let's use polite words or gentle words. Let's not see that way. If you have any remarks, please share it. We are there to listen to you. Let's be
Oke.
true, not nice. Thank you.
Thank you Sri Ram. Duh, teman-teman diundang tuh sama Sri Ram. Don't be nice, just be true gitu ya. Jadi sekarang Sri Ram ngundang nih untuk teman-teman yang masih ada di live ya, yang ada di Zoom juga boleh komennya di live. Jadi supaya teman-teman kita yang nonton itu juga bisa resonansi gitu ya, beresonans dengan apa yang kita sampaikan. Karena dari tadi kan kita ngomongnya tentang self connection itu adalah jalan kita untuk membangun self correction gitu ya. Dan sekarang Sri Ram mengundang kita untuk sharing, please don't be nice. Jadi jangan nanti menghibur gitu. Be true, no fake. Betul. Raisa mentioned that, be true, no fake. Exactly, right. You are correct, Raisa. So please share what's alive in you. Jadi ada satu pertanyaan dari Sri Ram. What's alive in you? Saat ini, saat Raisa nonton, saat Kadek Sonia nonton, saat Cahyani nonton, kemudian masih ada teman-teman yang lain juga, ada Satrio Welang, terus ada siapa lagi, ada Gita Gayatri Karsa, dan teman-teman yang lain. What's alive in you? Apa yang sedang berlangsung di dalam diri kita saat ini? Coba boleh dipegang dadanya, boleh nyadar sebentar, boleh pejamkan matanya, boleh tarik nafas. Apa yang sedang alive? Ditunggu jawabannya ya. Jadi kadang gini, kalau kita lagi ikut ada sesi seperti ini, tiba-tiba semua masalah tuh hilang. Jadi nanti begitu selesai, baru ketemu masalahnya. Oh tiba-tiba lagi mau makan nih, makan malam karena makan sendirian gitu, biasanya makan ditemani gitu misalnya, makan sendirian tiba-tiba muncul nih tentang pikiran misalnya tentang pacar gitu. Misalnya muncul permasalahan tentang hubungan di tempat kerja lah, walaupun sekarang work from home ya kan, atau hubungan dengan keluarga besar atau dengan mertua bagi yang sudah menikah. Jadi sering sekali sesuatu yang kita pikirkan itu muncul saat-saat santai atau kebalikannya saat di kamar mandi gitu loh. Jadi saat di kamar mandi karena waktunya private banget, tiba-tiba banyak hal muncul. Challenges kita juga muncul di situ atau ide dan inspirasi juga muncul di situ. Jadi silakan dijawab. What's alive in you? Boleh dijawab. So Sriram, I basically mentioned to our friends, brothers and sisters who are watching and connecting with us at the moment that for them to share what's life in them. Yeah. And because sometimes when we are watching, directly watching this session, maybe the challenges are just gone. The challenge is gone, the problems is gone. But once maybe prior to go to bed or in the morning, early morning, everything comes up. The fear, the anxiety, the worriness, or even maybe the inspiration or anything. So please. Okay, good. Jadi Cahyani udah sharing ya. Jadi benar-benar be true. Kalau saya sekarang, saya juga benar-benar to be true to myself. Saya kok jadi ngerasa agak pegel di punggungnya mungkin karena beberapa belakangan ini lumayan agak sibuk gitu ya. What's life in me now, Sri Ram? In term of feeling, I feel still excited and I feel the eagerness to listen more, to connect more, and to celebrate. I feel the need of celebration. I just would like to shouting and to to dance and everything. That's lives in me. And it makes me realize that I kind of work a lot this month, especially this month or 2 months. So I need to give more self-love to myself. That's what's come up
Yeah.
in me. Jadi itu trigger dari saya, teman-teman. Dari Raisa apa? Apa yang alive in you sekarang? Dari teman-teman yang lain? So Sriram, please respond to Cahyani Lahai. She said that she kind of lemes, tidak bergairah, is kind of tired and don't have enough energy. So while she listen to this session, she get more energy. Good.
Yeah.
Jadi Cahyani, dengan kita jujur ekspres itu udah meringankan ya. Karena setiap apa yang kita rasakan kalau kita ekspresikan itu jauh meringankan. Kita sedang membuat space di dalam diri kita. Isn't that true, Sriram? Whenever we express what's alive in us, it makes us feel lighter and lighter, and it makes us connect to ourselves, and even we creating more space to our truthness to come up more and more. Isn't that true?
Yeah, it's a bit, I do not know what research has explored on that part, but based on my experiences, as you have shared, yeah, it's true. Because the more, let's take an example. In this bottle, there is water. So we take it out. So there is space. Yeah, it's common for me. And so the more we take it out, or okay, I am feeling sad. The sadness is already there. I know what is happening. So I can act on it, because most of the time people do not know what is happening. So what we are trying to emphasize is what's alive in us. How am I? It's more about little bit. Slowly, it might be challenging. I feel good, I feel bad at the beginning, but slowly, deep inside the good, what is that good means? Means relaxed, I feel comfort, I feel blessed, I feel gratitude, I feel sad, I feel frustrated, I feel tensed, I feel confused. So all these things, just we are trying to go deeper between this good and bad. So what does that good means? Slowly we are going and connecting with that feeling. So what is this feeling pointing to? Okay, if I'm happy also, sometimes we do celebrate, and just like Jero has said, I feel like dancing and then just celebrating. Yeah, that's it. And why we know, we often name our pain. We stay in sadness for many days. We feel frustrated. We share our happiness. We know how to do it. We know we go with our friends, we sit in a cafe, or we do something. We speak out, and we feel proud to speak out. But often we feel very stopped when we express this sadness, the grief, the anger. We start asking what people might think. We fear of being judged. So it's now we have that choice. Either we stay with that feeling of scaredness, of fear, of being judged, or what will happen, which research has shared that 90% of the things that we worry about, they do not happen. So I guess it is relevant in your case also. For me, it's totally relevant. I do worry. It doesn't mean that I never worry. I do worry. And the moment I realized I am worrying, I started figuring out, okay, what am I worrying about? It's feeling is natural. I do not know. I cannot control it. And the time since I start practicing this non-violent communication, I'm more angry. I feel more sad. I feel more bored easily in little things. And I just get out of it. Because if it doesn't solve me, I move out. Nobody is forcing me to stay there. Sometimes, let's take a small example. It might not happen. Jero is inviting you for this session. So you are close friend to Jero. She has been attending to you. She has been coaching you. She's your coach, and you like to appreciate this relationship. You value, and you want to contribute. So you are here, but you are here sometimes because of Jero, because of her request. Okay, she might be checking. Okay, how long? How long? It's already 1 hour. How more? You might feel that. But the moment you notice, okay, I'm feeling tired now of listening. So you take a step, just move out of it. Take your time. That's self-care. It's not about what other people think. So how it feels on me. So just bringing the power from outside to inside, because I have that choice. I can still maintain that relationship. And if Zero doesn't understand me and my situation, then I do not know, I no longer want to continue this relationship because it's not serving me. Sometimes we need to set these boundaries too. So that's my perspective to make our life more easy and also free and also to stay happy and calm. So I would love to hear from you, sharing to our team also.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sriram. Jadi teman-teman itu tadi Sriram menyebutkan hal yang penting sekali ya. Hal yang pertama bahwa ketika misalnya kita sharing sesuatu yang membahagiakan buat kita, itu kita bisa dengan perasaan happy, bahkan dengan perasaan bangga gitu. Tapi ketika kita ingin jujur sharing sesuatu yang mungkin agak jauh dari happy, agak jauh dari joyful. Misalnya sharing kesedihan atau sharing perasaan penat atau rasa bosan atau hal-hal yang exhausted ya. Jadi seolah-olah energi kita rendah gitu nih, sedang tidak berenergi nih, sedang capek nih gitu. Jadi kalau sebelum kita sharing itu biasanya kita mikir, tidakkah nanti saya dijudge, tidakkah nanti dinilai begini begitu ketika saya sharing sesuatu yang mungkin padahal itu jujur, tetapi mungkin itu kurang menyenangkan dalam tanda kutip gitu loh. Misalnya, lagi bosen nih, lagi bete nih, lagi merasa kesepian nih, lagi pengen curhat nih atau apa. Nah itu. Jadi tips dari Sriram tadi bahwa penting sekali untuk jujur dan penting sekali untuk setting boundaries. Penting sekali untuk tahu alasan kita berada di satu tempat dan penting sekali untuk memberi diri kita kebebasan untuk jujur. Take your time. Be the true you gitu. Jadi take your time, be the true you. Dan jika hubungannya dengan relationship, pertemanan, persahabatan, bahkan mungkin dengan pasangan atau dengan tim kerja di tempat kerja dengan teamwork kita. Kita juga perlu memaintain self honesty ini, kejujuran ke diri kita sendiri. Berani setting boundaries agar kita tahu hubungan yang mana yang sebetulnya bisa kita pertahankan, bisa kita tingkatkan atau perlu kita perbaiki, atau bahkan ada beberapa hubungan dengan orang-orang tertentu mungkin perlu kita jauhi, perlu kita tinggalkan karena hubungan itu mungkin sesungguhnya tidak sehat untuk kita, tidak memberikan penyehatan mungkin dalam bentuk mental, emosi, kebiasaan dan lain sebagainya. Nah, teman-teman supaya tidak satu arah dari kita aja, sekarang giliran teman-teman lagi yang masih ada di sini, boleh di-sharing lagi, boleh bertanya lagi, dan kita masih menunggu karena kita berharap hari ini kita sama-sama bisa mengatasi apa yang benar-benar menjadi challenge kita, apa yang benar-benar menjadi permasalahan yang sedang kita hadapi. Jadi kita bisa belajar dari kasus itu, kasus yang memang real sedang kita hadapi. So Sri Rama was mentioned to our friends, brothers and sisters that it is important for them to share the true challenge that they are facing now, so we can learn from the case that everyone facing at the moment. And even I also mentioned about the setting boundaries on relationship. with friends, with family member, a big family, as well with the teamwork, because on this era, on this pandemic era, we need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our emotional intelligence. And because you are learning a lot about this emotional intelligence, and if you have any slides or anything that you would like to share, maybe on NVC or emotional intelligence, and I knew that you also learning about CBT. Wow, it's so interesting. Talking about cognitive behavioral, it's so interesting. So please, while we are waiting, there are some joining us at the moment. Ada Karina yang Santi. Halo Karina. Karin cantik, apa kabar? Selamat datang. Jadi boleh sharing, Karin, boleh bertanya. Jadi Karin ini kan bertemu dengan banyak customer. Pasti customernya nih ada yang apa ya? Banyak hal yang dialami juga. So Karin, she has lots of customer. I believe that she actually has many things to share, because she meet lots of people with a various character. So we can dive more. Jadi Karin boleh sharing masa pandemi ini gimana, penjualannya meningkat atau menurun. Terus ada challenges apa aja yang Karin hadapi, atau customer-nya challenges-nya apa. Terus ada Kodo Guang, Om Swastiastu, Kodo Guang, ini sahabatnya Mbok Cok Sawitri. Terima kasih sudah bergabung. Ngiring sareng-sareng sharing. Jadi ada sahabat kita dari Nepal, ada Sri Ram. Jadi kita sama-sama mudah-mudahan pulang dari Zoom ini kita akan bisa membawa oleh-oleh yang indah untuk diri kita dan untuk keluarga kita. I was mentioning that hopefully from this meeting connection we can bring some takeaway, a meaningful takeaway to ourselves and as well to our beloved one and family.
So few points. Please go ahead, and then I'll add.
Okay, please continue, Sri Ram. I just make sure that we are addressing all the question already, and then we can move into the next, maybe the CBT or maybe the emotional intelligence, anything. You choose.
Actually, these topics are a little bit big, but I would love to share a little bit. So before that, there are a few points that what we can still take in consideration right now in this time of pandemic. So one is more about we are inside home, or we are restricted with a lot of outgoings and all these things. One is staying informed. So what's happening outside? So I guess it might be really helpful from the trustworthy sources, because I guess news media, it's all somehow similar. They are create some news in a way that these news are sold. Sometimes the intention behind that is rather than giving clarity or the update about what is happening, it's more about making business. So somehow I'm scared about that part also. So let's stick on trustworthy sources. So what's happening? Let's be aware about that part also. How infectious it is, what safety measures can we take? So let's be aware. And the second is focus on things you can control. So we try to take control of all the things around us. Let's take it easy. It's challenging time. And let's be grateful that we are still alive and we can do something. Not a lot of things, but at least we are doing something. So let's be grateful for that part. Focus on the things that I can control. So this thing, it's out of my hand. Let it go, because it was not with me in the beginning also. So I'll make it again. It's just I was doing this meditation practice, and somehow I see that relevant here. So I'm bringing that example. So it's all about this will also passes away. There was a very interesting story. Old man, he has two sons, and then he has two rings. One is the golden ring, and another one is silver ring. And during the time of death, the sons they think of dividing the property. They divided everything. Now that these two rings, one golden ring, one silver ring, how to divide? So the elder son proposed, okay, um, as a being the elder son of this family, it's like an ancestral property. I don't think our father bought it. So it's from the ancestral part. So I think I will keep it. He kept that. And the younger son, he was a little bit clever. He think, okay, our father, he was very greedy or something. He never keeps things that doesn't work. So what might be the reason why he kept this with him? He started looking it, and there you see some text written. So it was like, this will also passes away. And then it over it. He was looking that rings every time. And even during the challenging times, he just used to look that ring. This will also passes away. Because a lot of challenges in our life. Every time, it doesn't happen as we want. Because other people might say something on you when you are traveling on the street, when you are at the bus or in your car, in your motorbike, somebody might shout at you. So it is not in your control. The situation also the same. Now there is COVID. Before there was SARS and everything, lot of virus. And it's not the end. Even COVID pass away, we may end up with another virus or another thing. So let's get prepared. This will also pass away. Somehow we'll cross this also. That energy within us. So let's focus on the things that we control. During birth, nothing. While living, nothing. So why we are worrying so much of accumulating in all these things? Let's start with the things that we can control. Second part. Third, plan for what you can. Not planning a lot of things, because sometimes it gives frustration. Because I want to do a lot of things and I could not do it, then I feel frustrated. So let's plan little things. And if we do something extra, then it's already a lot. So let's plan in the way, plan for what you can with the resources you have. Right now you have how much resources you have. Let's plan with that budget or with that resources. It's not only the financial part, other things also. And the number the fourth point is stay connected. So connection, we are talking from the very beginning, lot of talk on this connection part. Stay connected with yourself and with others, the people around you. And during this pandemic, it's more needed than ever. So, and share your emotions. Emotions are contagious. COVID is contagious. Yes, I agree. And emotions are more contagious than COVID. How you appear in front of people, the smile you share, the love, the warmth you share, it matters. Just share. If people are not opening up, you open up. Let's take a lead, because one needs to start every time. If Jero is not interested, I can check with her. So why? Do you need any support? Hi, or something, just waving a hand, or just sharing a smile to the next to us. Well, Jero was mentioning that there are some families who do not know the people living within that house. I do have that experience here in Nepal also. In one house, lot of families sitting within that family. They do not know each other. And we can still start take the initiation. We can communicate and start making connections. And the virtual part is that out of resource. Even in this neuro-linguistic practice also, we explore deep in this part. And in CBT also, we talk about this part, this non-verbal communication. I speak a lot without speaking anything. I send that message. So that's what we can experience only when we see people. So virtual connection. We can see people. Zero, you feel tired. Sometimes I can just check with people, another person. Sometimes even during phone calls, after listening their voice, we can just say, I find a little difference in your voice. Are you tired? Are you sad? Is something on your way? Has something happened? We start asking. I guess you also have those experiences. So the tone of your voice, of your sound, it matters. It is 30%, 38% of message that you are delivering. And the words is only 7%. So it doesn't matter how much you use words, what you speak. Because you can sense my feeling. How am I feeling right now by observing me? Even if you don't understand me. I have those experience when I am working with different communities. Even they do not understand my language, but they understand my intention and the way. Sometimes they say, okay, you are trying to say this. They interpret, they receive it. So that's the power of virtual communication. So stay connected and virtually. If you are not physically connected, stay connected virtually. Just make at least 1 or 2 calls, video calls. That might support. In my case, I was doing that. And number 5, take care of your body and spirit. Be kind to yourself, because nobody is being kind to yourself. May not be, because they may not have time to be kind to you. So you start being kind to yourself. Maintain a routine, not a big one, little things, just to adjust yourself, just to keep you moving. Because if you don't have any plans, not any routine, you may end up just lying on the bed the whole day. Okay, these 2 things I'll do today, not 5 things like last year. 2 things. Tomorrow maybe, okay, I'll do 3 things. We can just move on and take time out. Just make enough breaks. We have already started 1 hour 40 minutes. Let's take break in between. Just relax. Just to connect. Take time. Take some deep breaths in between, and just stretch yourself. This can be supporting to you. And a cup of coffee, as Jero has already mentioned. And in COVID times, avoid self-medication. So this is the challenging part. I do not know how how easily these medicines are available in Bali, in Ubud. But in Nepal, we can buy it in pharmacy. And here people, they often relate it to other disease. They just buy some medicine and they start self-medicating. That is the worst case scenario where many people lose their lives. That I have observed. And for COVID, what I would like to say based on my experience is that I was hearing a lot of different stories. So people cannot survive, people cannot treat once they are infected with COVID. So it needs huge amount of money. We poor people, we cannot do it. And but based on my experience, it's a sickness or it's a disease of poor people. For poor people, for all of us, we can survive. And it can be cured with little medicines if we are aware and if we do not self-medicate ourselves. For in context of Nepal, with paracetamol tablets and steam, the natural thing, and the hot water and all these drinks, a lot of people are getting recovered. But the people who start resisting, no COVID, I am not COVID, I am not infected with COVID, they started resisting it. They stayed inside house. They did not went out because they get that fear of getting judged by the community, what people might think, because the stigma associated with COVID. Okay, these are the COVID patients. And they are scared that they do not go out. And they end up with a severity of this COVID. So that's a lot of cases that I saw here in my community. And I was making live sessions. Okay, let's speak up. If you have COVID, at least if you don't want to go to hospital, just connect with me. Just share how you are. And I was trying to support them. So that might be the process. We can support one another. And they are scared, as Jero has already shared. In the afternoon, it's not the challenge because we talk with people, we communicate. In the evening, as the night starts, then we are alone, okay, in the dark night. Then our thinking starts. Then the real work starts happening. So how to support in that case? That might be challenging. So let's, again, if you are going in your head, worry, fear, whatever comes up, okay, let's come down. How is it feeling? So what it is pointing about, what I am scared about, losing my life or losing my team, or what? Because there is something behind. Let's try to move in that part, not stuck in that feeling. Just keep moving. That's my request. I do not know exactly where it will lead, but it will lead somewhere. Let's get ready and work for that. So, and another part might be help others, like Jero is doing right now, because it gives energy. It needs a lot of interest, a lot of excitement, a lot of courage to do so. And once we start doing this, we can see how it has supported the community. And that contribution gives us another joy and another motivation to keep going. So now we are living for a purpose, to support the community, to build, to bring this change. So that's the motivation. And that motivation keeps us alive tomorrow and another day. And again, that's the energy that keeps us moving. So that's from my side. Let's take care of these 4 different aspects. Physical aspects, at last, just enough sleep, and maybe some stress, little bit of work, even within the house, and a right amount of food, maybe some yoga practices that you have learned and you have never tried out. It might be the right time to try, and rest in the physical sense. In the emotional level, stress management. It's easy to say, okay, manage your stress. Speak out. It might be challenging to speak. I want to speak, but with whom? Let's write it out if it's not possible. Even expressing in paper, or you can scream. You can just speak in silence also. Um, in a room where there are no more people. There you have that choice. Even during anger, even during frustration. What is that frustration? Just express it out. And emotional intelligence. It's a big topic, but I do not know how to summarize it here. There are a few things. I guess the practices we have covered: self-awareness, self-connection. We already started with self-connection. Self-regulation. Now we are aware what is missing there, what we can do. Let's regulate. Today we feel more motivated. Okay, I'll do this. And from tomorrow, are we ready to go with that part? Because sometimes with listening the motivational seminar, attending a session, we feel so energetic, so alive. Yes, I got the right thing. I'll do it. And tomorrow, day after tomorrow, is it the same energy? So how we can regulate ourselves, even during these challenging states of emotions? Even if I am sad, how I can re-regulate? Because I am regulating, but I need to process it and re-regulate it. How can I? So it needs some practice. But if you need some support, Jero is there. Self-love Bali. Bali Coaching Institute is there. We are there. Let's work together. Let's collaborate in this one. And the third part is empathy. How we take care of others, the people around us. I am not the only one. We. So non-violent communication, I see as a journey from I. First of all, I start with I, self-connection. Then you, I start to receive you, how you are. Then later we move towards the state of we, how we can live with more joyful way, in a joyful way, how we can collaborate and support each other. And the fourth part is motivation. Again, it's the I part. So it's not about how Jero is motivating me. It's about how I am motivating myself to keep going. So what are the motivations? So if it's something outside, the reward, Jero is giving me this honor, then it might not last long. Or Jero will punish me if I did something wrong. Then it might, I will see whether Jero is watching or not. And I will not do when she's not there. The motivations, extrinsic motivation. Sometimes we even act out of guilt, out of shame, sometimes for approval. Yes, sometimes it's a duty. Okay, I'm a father. I need to take care of my children. I do not enjoy it, but I keep doing it, keep doing it. So let's try to bring out the inner motivations. Yes, I want to see that joy, that smile in my family, in my kids. I want to support. I want to give them what I did not have. So the contribution, the joy, the smile in your children, that motivates you. Not that, okay, this is my duty. I guess it no longer motivates you. So let's try to see things in a different way. So that's my request. And the fifth part of emotional intelligence, the 5 main components I'm sharing here, I'll again recite it. The first one is self-connection, self-awareness. So what's happening in me? Who am I? What am I needing? All these things. Second is self-regulation, being control of your emotions or controlling your emotions, or transforming your emotions. Choice is yours. Ruled by emotions or ruling your emotions, redirecting your emotions. Choice is with you. Third one, intrinsic motivation. What is the deep motivation behind my task? Because in non-violent communication, and Jero has already mentioned it, whatever we do, whatever we say is done, is said to perform certain, to fulfill certain needs, because we are all acting to perform to fulfill these needs. Once we are connected with this energy of needs, then we are unstoppable. I think nothing can stop us. It's like that's the life force. That's the divine energy that's pulling us, and again pushing, pulling. Everything is there. You just need to connect there, then it will start moving. It's in its own process. Number 4, empathy, and number 5 is collaboration, the social skills, social relationship, because we cannot do alone. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with a team. That's why we need teams. We need community. So let's create community. Let's connect. Let's collaborate and support each other. So that's the basics of emotional intelligence. And furthermore on this, love, compassion, kindness, these are all things. Let's practice it. Forgiveness. Let's dissolve that ego. How long we have that ego? Okay, I'm this, everything, I have these possessions. We lose it. This will also passes away. Again, the gentle reminder. We can connect with that part. Social health. On the social part, keep some boundaries. We have already talked about. I'm now just trying to summarize all the things that we have discussed and create some support systems. Okay, if something happens, if nothing happens, everything is well. Just like in motorbike, in car, we have that tools. Just in case something happens, we will repair it. Just like this first aid, or just like this in case of emergency. If I feel down, I feel sad, I feel lonely. So where can I get that support? Because in that times it might be challenging to just search on the mobile phone or just to explore the place. Because if it's already ready, okay, I'll talk to Jero if something happens to me. I already create that system. So let's get prepared for that in case of emergency. And spend some time together. It might be with your family, with your near ones, whoever you have. Just spend some time with people together. Ask for help. We have talked about it. And positive social messages. Just express and try to see the different parts of the reality. Because I guess in the modern world, there are a lot of realities. And I do not say that, okay, this is real. Because for me, it might be real. For you, it might not be real. We have our own realities. But let's stay positive and stay open and with curiosity. The last one is spiritual health. It's more about this spending time alone. It might be sometimes. And sometimes we go with the meditation process, yoga, creating connection with self, with others, spending time in nature, because we can make that exchange, just like Jero has already shared, to connect with other people. We are sending and receiving energy. In nature also, we can do the similar process, just grounding with the nature, walking barefoot, or maybe there are different approaches. You can try these things. Journaling, writing out, expressing is challenging because we might not find the right place. We might feel vulnerable. Let's find that space, or just write in the piece of paper, throw it away, or put it somewhere. Let's reflect it after a month, how it looks like. What are the things I was worrying about? Sometimes it is like if I need some more joy or fun in my life, I just collect them, that writing, the journals that I wrote. And I started reading the things that I was worrying about. And when I start seeing them, I start to laugh. These are the things I was worrying about. That's my experience. So these are the few tips from my side. So thank you very much for listening. And then thank you very much, Bali Coaching Institute and my dear sister Jero for this wonderful space. And all our dear listeners for being with us till now and sharing your valuable questions and what's alive in you, going with the process. Thank you. So I would love to hear from you now.
Wow, thank you so much, my brother, my dear brother. Wow, today it feels like a very what to say? It's like a true celebration of our connection. Yeah. So there are some of our audience saying things direct to you on the live Facebook. Some of them they are sending the regards and expressing the connection. You can read it. Thank you so much. Terima kasih banyak teman-teman yang sudah hadir. Jadi tadi Sri Ram sudah men-summarize ya dari hampir mungkin sudah lebih kita 2 jam lebih sekian menit kita sudah ngobrol. Jadi so we Sri Ram already share about 2 hours and more. Itu adalah pelajaran yang menurut saya luar biasa. Itu adalah gentle reminder ya untuk kita bahwa betul segala sesuatunya sementara dan semua pasti berlalu. Nah, menunggu segala sesuatunya berlalu, tentu kita tidak ingin dong menjadi seseorang yang fearful gitu. Kita ingin menjadi seseorang yang fearless. Kita ingin menjadi seseorang yang anxiety apa segala macam itu tidak menjadi halangan kita dan tidak menjadi satu derita sehari-hari yang sulit kita sampaikan kepada siapapun. Karena contohnya misalnya begini. Teman-teman apalagi yang pria yang sebagai kepala rumah tangga ya. Jadi saat ini tuh kan di Bali kita tantangannya pariwisata sedang kondisinya seperti ini. Jadi mungkin ada kekhawatiran kecil. Awalnya kekhawatiran itu kecil ya. Bagaimana ya nanti masa depan anak, sekolah anak bagaimana, kebutuhan keluarga dan lain sebagainya. Sudah kadung cicil rumah, kadung cicil yang lain-lain apa segala macam. Mungkin ada kekhawatiran-kekhawatiran kecil yang tidak kita regulate, yang tidak kita regulasi, tidak kita atasi. Jadi kita anggap itu sesuatu yang receh, nggak usah dipikirin. Nah, ketika dia bertumpuk-tumpuk, jadi yang khawatir ini bisa naik kelas, dia menjadi anxiety. Jadi ini yang kita perlu hindari. Jadi penting sekali seperti yang disampaikan Sri Ram bahwa kita meregulasi emosi kita sendiri dan untuk mendapatkan clarity akan needs kita. Dan itu dia teman-teman, kalau masih ada pertanyaan boleh, kalau misalnya dirasa sudah cukup. Sri Ram, so do you still have time or do you need to do something? Please let us know.
Actually, I do have some time. If there are some specific requests or something we need to talk, and that means meaningful to the community and us, then I'm ready. I'm there.
Okay, thank you so much. Wow, ini jarang-jarang loh teman-teman. Thank you so much, my dear brother. Ini jarang-jarang loh teman-teman ya, kita bisa connect dengan membangun satu keluarga baru. Sekarang kita di Nepal sudah punya satu family. Sri Ram, please mention your social media so our friends here can follow you, can interact directly with you, because I do believe that today is the starting point of the new relation, new connection, and new collaboration. I believe in that. So please mention to them.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Yeah, it's not the end. It's the end of the session, but it's the beginning of our new journey. So it's like a connection, and that's what I used to say, connection to collaboration. So now we are creating this connection, and we have a lot of things to do collaboratively. Please feel free to share. If not immediately, I will be ready to listen to you. If you have something to share within a day's time, either in the evening or in the morning, I'll make myself available. So let's stay connected and let's share more. because I may not be able to clear all the topics or all the points that I mentioned today, but definitely I'll reach out and you can reach out to me and we can have an exchange. So I'm writing. Maybe it might be easier for all of our friends to connect via this Facebook, right? Or what do you think, Jero?
Yes, they are connecting here with through this Facebook page. You can type it there.
Yeah. Oh,
Jadi
sorry.
teman-teman ini Sriram ada Instagram, ada juga Facebook ya. Jadi ini baru berbicara tentang Sriram ya, belum berbicara tentang kekayaan Nepal. So Sriram, on this first sharing session virtually, we only talk about you and we even not touch the Nepal, the wider part of Nepal, as we know that Nepal have a very valuable things and philosophy and everything that I believe that you can share maybe on the next meeting, that we do believe that we need all of that knowledge, wisdom to empower us more and more and to enrich our connection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Teman-teman masih ada yang bertanya? Sriram, you would like to ask a question to them, so it's like shifting the part. Previously, they asking question, and now we ask them question.
Yeah, I would like to. Actually, I do not have the right now coming up that what I would like to ask, but maybe there are a lot of things I would like to hear from them and also know more about Bali and the culture. I guess we are very much interconnected. Lot of cultural practice and these intercultural exchanges. I'm deeply touched from the last 3 visits in Bali. So my question is that my question, rather than the question, it's a request, is that let's try to connect with ourselves until the next meeting, and then we'll start connecting between us. So I'd love to hear how does that sounds to our listeners, our dear friends from Bali and from other parts of the world, from Nepal also. So maybe we can have that opportunity. Just trying to connect with self right now, and slowly we'll initiate from I, then we'll have an exchange session, maybe on you. So you can ask me questions, I'll ask you questions with the team. So that's the idea from my side. Thank you for that space.
Thank you so much. So again, the connection start from us, and then we create our connection to enrich our connection, communication, and to enrich our contribution as well. Because Sriram, as we mentioned in the beginning of our meeting, teman-teman kita tadi ngebahas ya bahwa sebetulnya kalau kita benar memaknai kehadiran pandemi ini, betul ada satu sisi yang sangat challenging, menantang, tapi di banyak sisi sebetulnya kita boleh bersyukur, kita boleh expressing our gratitude to the pandemic itself, because the pandemic is really bring up the compact lesson that maybe a human need more time to learn if the pandemic is not here. But because the pandemic is here with us, and be ready to live with this COVID for a longer time, as Sriram mentioned. So we really need to give ourselves space to find our true power and to connect to our inner deep power, the divine itself. Because previously maybe we only think that we are human, that's it. We are here to live and to celebrate and whatsoever, and we forgot that we are divine, that we are the divine itself, that we are the soul itself. So that's why we are so attached to the life itself, but as well we lose the, what to say, we lose the sense of our ourself as a soul. Don't you think? Don't you think, Sri
Yeah.
Ram, that
Yes,
this
true.
pandemic is a good time to really start our deep inner journey, to
Yeah.
really dive in and to really regulate ourselves and to connect to the divine power, inner energy. So what do you think about this, Sri Ram?
Yeah. For me, I guess we are reinforcing this idea, this story of that. It's a conscious reminder for us, for not only for us, for the human beings, that okay, it doesn't happen like this. Okay, we are all forgetting about the connection, the importance of collaboration. We are fighting, or we are running behind that. Okay, I, and what I can accumulate. Now we think that we are in back in the family. We know how it is relationship means, and we are conscious about the time frame. We think that okay, it doesn't life doesn't happen in this way. If I do not go to office this date, or if I do not finish this task, now our life is in threat, and we realize what is precious. So we are forgetting about our social, emotional, mental, this is spiritual hygiene. Now somehow we are being connected with that part. So it's all about, I see it as an, again, the two sides of the same thing. So what side do you like to see? COVID, very dangerous. Lot of people losing their lives. Then it might be scary. COVID, a gentle reminder, alarm clock. Okay, it is reminding us to wake up, to connect with ourselves. Then it might be an opportunity. And we can befriend it. Because if something happens in my finger, I do not cut it and throw it out. It's my part of my body. So I just try to correct. I just try to um, support, or to de-infect this wound, and then try to keep it with me. So COVID, it's like, let's take it, let's accept COVID is there, and we might get infected, but still we have that opportunity to go through it if we apply these safety measures. So let's get ready for COVID, not running away from COVID. Face everything and rise. That's
So
all. Thank
yes,
you.
once again, Sri Ram reminds us that there are two paradigm of fear. Yeah, so we choose to run or we choose to raise up.
Nice.
Yes, so the choice is yours. The choice is us. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is us to regulate ourselves, and if we want to live in harmony, it is really start from us. uh, we don't need a very huge exercise, but only one time and then stop. But we need a very simple exercise based on daily. So as what Sri Ram already
Yeah.
give to us. Yeah.
One last exercise. So
Mhm.
again, it just came alive when not a big thing, but a small thing. If our listeners are listening, and I guess it might be really interesting, what I do, because again, this is the thing I do. What I do is every evening for half an hour, I just reflect on my day. So there, I do only these three tasks. One is, okay, what I would like to start from tomorrow, because I learned a lot of things from Zero and the team, whoever were with us today. So I take that takeaway from today to tomorrow. We start. The second one, what I would like to stop, what doesn't support me today, what I would like to keep away. Then I will stop that part from today. So tomorrow I'll take no longer that part with me. That's a reminder for me. And continue. The third part is continue. What I would like to continue, that is supporting me and you, for all of us, to make our life beautiful. Every day, just 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes, a small reflection of the day. So what I would like to start, what I would like to stop, what I would like to continue. So with a lot of choices, nobody is forcing us to do as we are doing right now. It's all about choices. Let's see how resourceful we are and how wider opportunities do we have. So that's all. That's the homework. at last.
Wow, thank you so much. We are given a homework until into the next meeting, yes, Sriram, yeah?
Yeah,
We will ask the audience to send their homework. So the first homework, we do the connection within ourselves, and then we create a connection between us to raise up a new collaboration whatsoever that meaningful to us. And then
yeah,
the next is this exercise. So Sri Ram, it is a very wonderful time. It is a very uh, amazing, amazing moment that we receive a lot from you, and we do hope that you are also receive it in return, the same energy, the beautiful energy that for you and your family. So be blessed, live in harmony, and create more a contribution to others, because the things that you mentioned, they are so powerful, but yet they are so simple and it is so applicable. Jadi teman-teman mesti mempraktekkan ini. Ini ilmu yang mahal. This is a very expensive knowledge that being compressed by Sri Ram, that I believe that Sri Ram have learned it for years, because you start your journey on 2009. So it
yeah,
means years. So we are so blessed to receive all of this. Sri Ram,
yeah.
as your closing statement, please. But before we come into the closing statement, I would like to say my gratitude, my love, and my thanks. Terima kasih banyak kepada teman-teman yang baru bergabung. Ada Sana Sharma, Shana Sharma saying beautiful things to you. You can read it later. And then terima kasih kepada Kodo Guang, Oni Abe, dan juga teman-teman yang lain yang setia dari tadi. Ada Raisa, ada Karina yang Santi, ada Cahyani Lahai, ada Mbok Sawitri, ada Gita Gayatri Karsa, dan teman-teman yang lain yang tidak bisa saya sapa ya. Kalau tidak komen jadi nggak bisa disebutkan namanya. Terima kasih banyak sudah ngobrol bersama kita 2,5 jam. So Sri Ram, this is actually already 2.5 hours. But feels like,
Makasih ya.
yeah, terima kasih banyak. So I feel so blessed, and I do believe that this will be a good start to all of us. Start a good thing, a new collaboration, and hopefully we can bring it to the universe, and we will feel more lighter, because as you mentioned, when we do good, we feel good. As we
Yeah,
are now we sharing, I do feel much lighter, and I feel that lots of dreams, a lot of inspiration came through this communication and connection.
yeah.
Once again, thank you. And
So grateful and so touched to receive how it has contributed and then how it has opened to all of us, and so grateful. And today it's a Teachers Day in Nepal. Especially we are celebrating this full moon day is Teachers Day, and then I'd love to share my gratitude to you and the entire people of the community, NBC community, from whom I am sharing as well as I am learning in each and every steps, all our dear listeners and viewers. So thank you. Wish you all a lovely time and hope to see you soon. Let's stay connected. Yeah.
thank you so much, Sri Ram. Exactly. Today is the full moon in Bali. We call it Purnama Karo. Karo is the second month, second sasih in Balinese calendar. So today is a big day for Balinese. So it's a good day. It's a great
Yeah, it's a good
energy.
day with this
Thank you
precious
so much.
energy we are starting. Thank you.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, Sriram. And until we meet again on the next session, and please send my regards, gratitude, and love to your family
Sure,
and
we'll
your
do. And
community.
yes, send my greetings to your entire team, Bali Coaching Institute and Mama and all the friends from Bali. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you so much.
until we meet again in Bali, in Ubud, on the next IIT. Okay,
Yes, I'm
Srito.
waiting for that.
Yes, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank
And
you.
let's keep
Bye-bye.
connected. Yeah. Let's keep
Sure.
connected. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Teman-teman, terima kasih banyak ya waktunya, kebersamaannya. Sampai ketemu di pertemuan berikutnya. Dan jika masih ada pertanyaan, boleh tulis di kolom komentar. Jika ada masukan, ada ide, minta teman-teman di Bali Coaching Institute dan Self Love Bali membahas topik apa. Jadi seperti hari ini kita membahas topik inner peace ya. Jadi next misalnya membahas apa, boleh. Ada ide, ada inspirasi, ada pertanyaan apa, boleh silakan tulis di kolom komentar. Sampai berjumpa di sesi berikutnya. Jaga kesehatan, tetap bahagia, sehat fisik, sehat emosi, sehat finansial, sehat hubungan, dan sehat secara batin. Sampai jumpa. Kalau ada salah, mohon maaf. Dan I love you. Bye-bye. Terima kasih.